This weekend I'm exploring Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Believe it or not, I've never taken a van here, even though I live in Mass. Last night I went to VanFest USA in Falmouth at the fairground there. Met a bunch of subscribers, saw some really cool rigs, had a great time. Left this morning because I want to explore the area a little bit more. Right now I'm at the Whydah Pirate Museum in Yarmouth, I think this town is. Looks very cool. I guess Massachusetts was well known for pirates coming to hang out and stuff back in the heyday, the 15, 16, 1700s. I'm gonna explore this. As for where I'm sleeping tonight, I might take my chances and try to stealth somewhere here on the Cape. I don't know. This is gonna be an adventure. The Whydah was a pirate ship commanded by a pirate named Bellamy. In 1717, it wrecked about 500 feet off the coast of Wellfleet, nearby here in Cape Cod. They only discovered the wreckage in 1984, and they've been pulling stuff up ever since. They keep it in this museum here. Unfortunately, they don't allow photography or videos, even a split second worth in there. I got talked to for that, so you can only walk away with memories. I kind of wish they didn't do that because, you know, social media, that's how people discover places like this. Anyways, it's called the Whydah, W-H-Y-D-D-A. I'm not gonna link it. If they don't let me take photos and pictures and stuff, I'm not gonna like do them any favors, you know. But still a cool place. I got a sticker, a nice big one for my wall back here. My sticker real estate up here in the cockpit is completely full. I've got no space left. Day is still young. I want to get to the dunes of Cape Cod. I amazingly get no cell service here, so I'm just gonna drive towards Provincetown until I get cell service, pull over, and then figure it out from there. I'm dying to see the ocean. I'm driving to Nauset Beach in Orleans, and I'm thinking I might have a problem with parking. I'm seeing all these shuttle buses going back and forth carrying people. Usually that means their parking lots are overflowing. It is a Saturday, and it is like high summer, you know, so I don't know. Let's see what we got. I have no idea where I'm supposed to park. The guy turned me around and told me to park somewhere. I couldn't find the spot. This is the Salt Pond parking area here by the highway. They have a visitor center here. I guess I'll go see what they got. I must be stupid or something. I could not for the life of me figure out the parking instructions. It has 3 different rangers, so I gave up on that idea. I'm gonna leave my van there at the visitor center, and there's a trail here that goes down to the beach. He was explaining that this part of the Massachusetts coast, the forearm, is not all dunes and stuff. It's more like rocky bluffs. Like, I'm not sure how rocky and how steep, but I kind of want to see that too. The trail is very nice. It parallels a bike path right here. Kind of wish I brought my e-bike. That was pretty amazing, Nauset Beach, and I got a good, nice hike in, I don't know, 8 miles round trip, something like that. There's something to be said for the sound of the ocean waves against the sand, you know, it's just like the power of it. It's the best white noise. I think a thunder and lightning storm is slightly better, but that's like the next best sound. I'm gonna try to get up to the dunes, which are more in the Provincetown area, I guess. I've got some light left, and I really wanted to see those before the day was done. I expect the parking situation to be a disaster anywhere, but I think in terms of a destination, I'm gonna try this Province Lands Visitor Center. If it's a visitor center like this, then I could get parking. I don't mind hiking a few miles through sand dunes. I can do that easily. All right, let's get going. Well, the road to Provincetown is easy enough. It's US Route 6, also known as the Lincoln Highway, if I'm not mistaken. This is what they call a strode. Everyone's going like 50, 60 miles an hour. But there are driveways that empty right onto the road. It's so dangerous. Lots of places like this too. Oyster Bar kind of makes me want to stay in town for the night. Figured I'd gas up now, maybe get some water too. If I'm out late on the dunes, I don't want to have to deal with this after, you know. I want to get straight to a sleeping spot. I might have to get out of the cave. I have no idea what I'm doing tonight. This is Race Point Beach Visitor Center. Good news, I came late enough that the parking lot is amazingly open. Race Point Beach, this looks promising. The light here is amazing. There's nothing on the horizon, you know, no mountain ridges or trees. So the sun can get really low, and the closer it gets to the horizon, the more orange it gets. I think this will be a great spot for shooting the sunset. As a narrator, I'm doing terribly here at Race Point Beach. Not because I can't think of anything to say, but because I think the sound of the water, the atmosphere of this place, the beautiful light, it compels you to get inside your own head and start having these thoughts. This is a great place if you want to like write a book or write a song. I see why so many artists come to this place. Not only does it get great light, by great I mean big open flat horizons where you can get that great late orange light. That's obvious. You can get it in the east and the west here, but just the sound of the water, it just inspires me creatively. That's all I can think of to say at this place. I've been here for like a couple hours already. The sun will go down in about a half hour. I think I should probably get back to my van now. I did bring a headlamp, but I walked a couple miles to get here. This is what I call good light. It's nice and golden on my face. See what it does for the human skin? Gets rid of shadows and stuff. Yeah, it turns out I parked unnecessarily far away by like 3 miles. There's a huge parking lot up here. It was wide open. I guess high summer is done or something. Lots of beautiful RVs. I'd love to be able to spend the night here, but it says you gotta be out by midnight. As for what I'm gonna do right now, I don't really have any idea. I'm just like speechless. I'm having a hard time narrating this whole video, so I might just drive. This is Framingham. Slept here last night, searching for good light, you know. I want to get back on the mainland. Provincetown is beautiful. The whole Cape is amazing, but I feel weird out there. Just far from the mountains, and it's so flat, and I just feel like isolated and uncomfortable. I don't know how else to describe it. Did a long drive last night all the way back to here. But today is a beautiful day too. It's beautiful sky, should be some more gray light. I'm going to a new state park that I've never been to before. Seen it on the map. Supposedly there's a lake and you can do kayaking there. So I'm gonna scope it out. It's called Ashland State Park, I believe, or Ashfield. I should really look on the map before I do these narratives. Alright, I think I've been through here before. I've been to this Fitzy's car wash over here. Alright, thank you.
Have a good one.
You too. So it's $8 to park here. That's not bad at all. I can get nice and close. I'm really curious what the kayaking situation is at this place. Looks like there's a trail that goes around the perimeter of the lake, according to Google Maps. I'm gonna do that first. Looks like a really peaceful spot. Sorry folks, waiting for the wind to die down, otherwise it ruins the audio. This is a huge dam that I'm on right now. There's a reservoir here, that's what you kayak. I would kayak that. It looks like it's got an interesting shore and some islands and stuff in the middle. But you can't get the sunset here. They lock the gates at 6, have very aggressive signs about getting locked in. I even asked the park ranger, do they really lock the gates, lock people in at 6? He says, yeah, it happens every day. So that's not much of a threat against me. I mean, I'm totally self-sufficient in there, but I do not want to spend the night here. That is enough time to do my walk around the perimeter. Yeah, some great light here too. Just wish I could stay later. There are yellow leaves on one side of the trail here. That's depressing to see. It's still August. We can't even get 2 untainted months of summer here in the Northeast. So they're serious about kicking people out by 6. They got like a police siren going and everything. That doesn't solve my problem. I really want to catch great light this evening, and sunset is not for another hour. I think I'm gonna go to a nearby pond in Framingham. I think it's called Farm Pond, just because I know I can park there like after 6. That's the thing about these Eastern Mass parks. They're really locked down, you know? It can be kind of annoying. Look at this, they've already partially blocked the gate. Yeah, they're serious here. They want you out of here. Quick pit stop here in Framingham. I'm going to the Trader Joe's. I'm all out of food, believe it or not. My meal prep, those things go so fast. So I'm gonna treat myself to the rosemary chicken while I'm here. I just spilled coffee all over myself, trying to walk and narrate. Thinking I should probably stock up on 2 or 3 days of this stuff. These are my favorite pretzels. Needed more stuff than I thought. So going in for one dinner turned into $60. That's how much 3 dinners got. I did treat myself to a few things. I got one of those kombuchas that I like. And I got myself a banana. Yes, a banana, not a plantain. I've gotten into these, eating them after the gym. So as for the sunset, I think I might just go to my sleeping spot tonight. Train station. So I don't think I'm gonna get anywhere scenic. I don't know, I'm suddenly just very exhausted. I feel like this whole weekend I've just been chasing something. Well, I guess I have. I've been chasing a light, not finding the good light. I think it's not so much light I'm chasing, it's time. Feeling like I always need to maximize my time. You know, I work a 40-hour work week, 9 to 5, so evenings and weekends I feel like I have a lot to do. I do stuff for YouTube, I sit down and do all the editing, and I'm also trying to live my life here, you know, just go through the regimens, the day-to-day stuff, like groceries. Don't always record that stuff, but sometimes I do. I think I need to stop maybe moving around so much. The light is perfectly good here, right here in the strip mall that I'm in right now. Maybe I should just watch the sunset from here. The great thing about a sunset is you can watch it from anywhere, even a parking lot. The sky is up there. You know, I do miss having my camera gear with me. I had a whole ritual whenever I watched the sunset. I'd set up my tripod, pick out my lens, you know, screw it into the camera, attach that to the tripod. The whole thing took like 20, 30 minutes, depending on if I was attaching filters, stuff like that. I miss that whole ritual. I'm actually thinking of designing like a little imaginary camera out of like pieces of cardboard or something, just to give myself something to do when I'm up there on my roof shooting, you know, shooting on my phone, shooting a time lapse, just something to do, you know. I don't know. I spent this whole weekend chasing light, trying to get the perfect sunset, and I spent it in the Cape and Framingham, Massachusetts. I don't know why, that's just where my body takes me. Sometimes the days just kind of like make up themselves, you know. That's the thing about van life, you can just get up and go. You're not in an apartment, you're not in a hotel. You can just say, I don't want to be here, and I can just take off in the middle of the night, move to random places. I don't know what I'm rambling about. This weekend is kind of weird. I felt like I was all over the place. I'm gonna have to put a video together out of this, make it somewhat coherent. I don't know what the title would be. Chasing the perfect light, something like that. Looking for good light on the Cape. Yeah, this past week was all about light, but this next week is all about sound. I'm going to see 9 Inch Nails, my favorite band in the world, whom I've seen live more than probably any other artist. That's on Friday. Saturday, I've got another weekend thing planned. RPM Fest, a heavy metal fest in Montague, Mass. Going with a friend. I'm going to be camping in the van overnight. My first time staying at a music festival in a van overnight. Can't believe I'm doing that now in this point in my life. Better late than never, I guess. And this weekend I just have a whole bunch of commitments. I have a doctor's appointment, getting those cuts looked at on my foot, making sure I don't have poison ivy, anything like that. Just be on the safe side. I have, an eye exam, a dental exam on Wednesday. This week is just gonna fly. So I don't know what my next video will be out. I don't even know what this video is about, and I'm rambling. That's my time to call it quits for the night. Thanks for watching this episode. Next time, hopefully something more coherent. Finding the perfect light. Thanks for watching. Peace out.